Hi folks, this is Dr. Taylor and this is a brief video on the syllabus. I went to the left-hand navigation bar and I clicked on syllabus. So when you come to this page, you see the course syllabus overview. In this section, you will find the syllabus, the video, which I am creating right now, syllabus verification quiz, academic integrity policy, and the quiz and the required textbook. I ask that you get the textbook because, as I mentioned before, it is used heavily. So let's go right down to what I had just mentioned, those few items that are here, and some information on academic rating. So let's open up the quiz. Excuse me, not the quiz. Darn it. Let's open up the syllabus. Here you go. The syllabus should open rightly so because it is a PDF. In the syllabus, you're going to find a course description, a little information about me, yours truly. This is my email and my mobile number. I do have virtual office hours by appointment when you need to get in touch with me. I do prefer that you post to the Ask Your Instructor discussion blog because it's such a great communication tool. Of course, if it's something of a personal nature, please feel free to use email, or we can arrange a phone meeting. And that's what I had just shared in this section. The course outcomes, there are 6 of them. And during this course, you're going to design a program of study with healthcare that includes content, critical thinking, learner engagement, and logic. You're going to compose measurable units of course learning outcomes. That's going to be a big component of this course. You're going to apply key elements of the syllabus design to a curriculum. Describe different learning styles and how they apply to curriculum design. Apply the concepts of curriculum design to a variety of educational practices and explore the social, political, and economic factors influencing curriculum design. And you'll see all them in the different modules as we move along. Keating is the text, which you had just seen and I had mentioned before. You can get that through Amazon. You can have an ebook. You can rent the book, whatever works for you. It is the 4th edition. It's the newest edition, and I strongly urge that you get the newest edition because a lot of information, including online learning, information about DNP programs, etc., have been added to curriculum. There will be additional learning resources provided throughout the modules. Make sure you have a software that can handle everything you need to do for this course. How you will be evaluated. We talked about the syllabus academic integrity quiz. There are a variety of discussion boards, a few journals, and 1 blog. And this is how you will be graded for those particular items. The percentage of the final grade. You'll be running a personal philosophy on education. You'll be interviewing an educator that's focused on budgetary concerns for a curriculum. You'll also be creating or developing an impact of accreditation on nursing education paper. And of course, the final project. And the final project, I'm going to open that up in a few minutes. This is the grading scale. Let me go back. Also, these are the weeks that this is due. So this is a handy little guide. Note that students are expected to complete all assignments, be prepared for any live sessions, and participate in the course discussion boards. The discussion boards are huge because this is where we get a chance to interact with each other. Remember, this is virtual learning, and the only way we can get an up-close and personal relationship is through these discussion boards. So the weekly discussion postings are very important to me, and I hope they are important to you. Please read through this syllabus because there's so much wonderful information. However, in the discussion boards, I will give you a prompt when a discussion board is due for that particular week. What I do expect in your initial post, I do expect that you include at least 1 scholarly journal article or resource materials from the module, your textbook, to support your response. I don't want just opinion. Opinions are fun, but this is a formal academic environment, so you want to back up your claims. And unless otherwise indicated, all initial posts for your discussion boards are due on Thursdays, and please reply to at least 2 of your peers, which are due on Sunday. Remember, if you don't show up in the course room for the discussion boards, all learning stops. Please refer to the rubrics. This is just a little more information on how you will be graded. I talked about peer responses. They must be completed by the date and time. If you are missing any peer responses, you will have points deducted, and there is no going back. Once the module's over, the week is over, it's done. The discussion for that week is done, and there's no more redeeming points. Journals and blogs, 10%. The personal philosophy of education. Now, there are descriptions of everything you need to do throughout the modules, but in the syllabus, I gave a brief description of what you could expect and what would be involved in that assignment. There will be the interview with an educator with budget responsibilities. This is an excellent piece because, as you can imagine, you can't have an effective curriculum without a decent budget. I talked about the accreditation impact on curriculum design. Of course, that's a biggie. You know, we're accredited by AACN, and that's something that we value dearly. And of course, the final curriculum development project. The goal for this project or deliverable is to create a 12-credit certificate program. You're going to have a choice of certificate programs to choose from, and the deliverable for the final project will include 2 sections, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 will include the certificate program curriculum and a complete course syllabus for one of the courses in the curriculum. Part 2 will be an essay portion with assigned questions for discussion and a personal reflection. There will be a template provided for that final project. You will be given the first few weeks as the opportunity to decide what certificate program you would like. Now, for that certificate program curriculum, we'll be going through the different components of the curriculum throughout this course. So your final project, your program will include the mission and purpose of the host organization, purpose and goals of the program, student learning outcomes, course objectives. You'll be learning some time frame sequence for implementation. You will also learn how to map the goals of the program to the courses offered within the certificate program. And lastly, you'll be identifying evaluative measures that you'll be used for assessment. Now, what I just talked about were main components of a curriculum, but with every curriculum, we usually have several courses. So you will be choosing one course from the curriculum to develop a syllabus. And that particular syllabus will include, just like the syllabi that you get throughout your program, a title, description, prerequisites, class type, course objectives, using Bloom's taxonomy. That's something we're going to learn in this course, teaching and learning strategies, participation requirements, assignments, and evaluation criteria. All this is very, very important. So moving down, there's Pillars of Netiquette, of course. This is an online course, so you want to practice netiquette. Please be sure that you are expected to check into a new course by Tuesday. So I'm hoping that you will all involve yourself in the introductions discussion board so we can all get to know each other. There are some special accommodations here for students with any type of special needs or disabilities. And please note that the faculty reserves the right to modify the syllabus if needed, but revisions will be distributed in writing via email, and I will just let you know if I did have to make any changes. Some other important information, but moving down, I would like for you to see the curriculum development projects. So you can look over this and kind of get an idea of what you would like to do. And we could be talking about this during the first few weeks. The topic selection is not due until week 3. And lastly, there is the course content overview. These are great. I like them when I'm taking a course because it's a snapshot of what you will be doing and what you will be responsible for over the next 12 weeks. So you can see that there's a corresponding date, and you can go right across to see the topic you'll be covering, the learning content, and the assignments. And each week you'll know exactly what is expected of you. And then you can go back into the learning modules and get more detail. And as you can see, this goes all the way down to week 12. Week 12 is kind of, 11 and 12 is more of a wrap up. Not too much heavy duty stuff you'll be doing, so you can really do a really nice job with that curriculum design. I'm back on the syllabus page, and that same outline I showed you is in a PDF form, so you can just open it up right here. If you want to print it out for yourself, it is right here. Also, let me get back into that page. The quizzes, I would appreciate if you would just open them up, and it's a simple yes and no because it's a contract between me and you. The academic integrity policy, I hope you will open this. A lot of students aren't aware of what academic integrity curtails, and this is a nice succinct piece on academic integrity, and especially you as budding educators or probably current educators, if that's the case, it's important to review these policies from time to time. Lastly, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, the final project outline. Here you go. That's what I wanted to show you. I knew there was something pending. This information will also be in your final module. However, this is a quick overview of your final project, of what you could expect to do. It tells you the goals. In week 3, you will choose a topic. Please note that duplicate topics will not be approved, so first come, first served. You'll be submitting that topic to the discussion board, so look and see what your other cohorts have already posted, and don't post a duplicate. Now, this is what the first part will entail. I just shared a little bit of that with you, and then of course the actual syllabus for the course that you will choose. Once again, here are the topics. We will be going through this again, and in week 1, I'll be also doing a introduction to the actual content of the course to make it better understandable. So I know this is overwhelming, but just take your time, read through the syllabus, read through all the learning materials, get yourself the text, get yourself started in Module 1, and we will see you next week.